Okay, first tell me about yourself, like your name and what you do and stuff.
My name is David Percy. I'm Director of Facility Services for Midwestern State University.
Okay, how much have you kept up with this presidential campaign, specifically Donald Trump?
Um, Probably on a daily or at least a few times a week, I check on things.
Okay, how does Donald Trump's wealth affect his campaign?
Well, I believe he is primarily self-financing his campaign, and so it has allowed him a lot of airtime, but I think he gets a lot of free airtime also just by the media. So I think it's an advantage in that he doesn't have to worry about getting donors because he can say what he wants.
Yeah. Okay. How does it affect his chances of winning, do you think?
Um, I don't think it's going to affect his chances of winning the presidency all that much, but I think it's going to be fairly helpful and help him win the GOP nomination.
Do you think his past histories with having bankruptcies for him or his companies will affect his campaign or his chances of winning?
Uh, yes, I think it'll affect it. Um, I'm surprised it hasn't affected it more.
Why?
Well, because I think anybody that has gone bankrupt uh, so many times, that would be a negative aspect. Not only has he gone bankrupt, but he's had several failed companies. Um, I think there was a Trump Airlines, and I think there was the Trump University, and there was Trump Magazine, and there are other things that are just failed companies. And so I think he is trying to run on the fact that he is or he'll be so good for business, yet it appears that he has not had a real high percentage of success himself.
Mm-hmm. So do you think his bankruptcies or his overall wealth say more about him?
Hmm. Oh, I think his bankruptcies say more about him.
Okay. Um, would his personal financial success or his failures, like his bankruptcies, transfer over to like our national finances if he were to be elected?
Um, well, I don't know. It's a good question. Um, I, I don't know why he had these bankruptcies and failed business adventures. He's obviously done well in real estate, but he's obviously done poorly in some other areas. And I don't know if that's because he likes to take too many chances, or because he doesn't listen to his advisors. So I'm kind of worried that he will do things without heeding the advice of others.
Yeah. What do you know about his like campaign shenanigans, like the name calling, any other meanness that he's done?
Well, he just seems to do a good bit of it. Some of it seems rather juvenile. Um, I don't know. I just don't have any respect for someone who belittles their opponents and who sometimes uses just name calling to change the subject.
Right.
I think that they should be debating what their stance on issues are and what their stances on issues have been, and not just picking out one flaw that they have and just calling a person a name basically, or characterizing them based upon one thing. I'd rather hear what they all have to think about different things.
Right. How has it affected people's view of him? Or has it?
Well, I think it's affected a whole lot. I guess some people, such as myself, kind of feel like he doesn't have any class, and that he's somewhat of a loose cannon. And so he has probably alienated some people to the point that they just almost won't vote for him no matter what. And then some people, I think, really like the frankness or name calling or crazy statements, because they're tired of the established political candidates. I don't know. I won't say that the established candidates are saying anything wrong or boring. It's just that the fact that they're established candidates, some people don't want anything to do with them. And Donald's out there not acting anything like an established candidate. So I think people really like that he doesn't seem to be a politician, if you would.
Yeah.
Politicians are always very careful what they say, and Donald's just the opposite. He's quite cautious about what he says.
Yeah. Is Donald Trump a conservative?
No, I don't think so. I guess, I really don't, like I say, I'm not really sure what he exactly stands for. And so I guess, some of my thoughts, I'm sure it's been stated, but that's not what you hear in the media too much. I just hear generalizations such as that, he used to be a Democrat, and he said favorable things about Hillary Clinton in the past. I think, and as far as some moral issues, that he is kind of take a more moderate or liberal stance. So I wouldn't call him a conservative.
Right. What do you think about his changing views from the past to now? Like you were saying about Hillary. And I know he supported other people in the past and now he doesn't. What do you think that says about him?
Well, I think he doesn't have any set principles that he's going to work off of, which